Have you ever caught yourself hesitating just before taking a big step forward, feeling that sinking doubt whispering, maybe you're not ready? Or what if you fail? That voice, self-doubt, it's one of the biggest barriers standing between us and the life we're meant to live. But here's the truth. Overcoming self-doubt isn't about waiting for someone else to tell you you're good enough. It's not about external approval or perfect conditions. It begins with something much deeper, much more powerful: believing in yourself, even when the world says otherwise. Self-doubt is a sneaky internal barrier that clouds our judgment and holds us back from taking action. It often sneaks in disguised as fear: fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of not measuring up. Sometimes it's the echo of past setbacks or the harsh self-critic that plays on repeat inside our minds. Recognizing this is the first step, the moment where you pull back the curtain and see self-doubt for what it really is: a habit of thought, not a truth. When you realize that doubt is just a story you're telling yourself, you unlock the power to rewrite it. Now, let's talk about embracing your inner strength, the part of you that's been there all along, quietly waiting to be trusted. Inspired by the wisdom of Denzel Washington, we learned that belief in ourselves doesn't mean we have to be perfect or have everything figured out. It means stepping into your unique talents and owning them, flaws and all. It means trusting the journey of growth, knowing that every misstep is a lesson, every challenge a stepping stone. When you start to embrace your strengths, you silence the voice of doubt because you're speaking a new, louder truth. I am capable. I am enough. But belief isn't just a feeling, it's a practice. That's where reframing negative thoughts comes in. Instead of letting your mind dwell on "I can't," challenge it. Replace that with a fierce "I will." It's a shift that sounds simple but holds enormous power. Imagine catching yourself before a negative thought takes hold and flipping it around. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's rewiring your brain to support your confidence rather than tear it down. Visualization helps too. Picture yourself succeeding. Hear the applause in your mind. Feel the pride swelling in your chest. This mental rehearsal builds resilience, making your belief stronger each day. Now, belief is powerful, but without action, it remains just a dream. Denzel Washington teaches us that persistence is key. Start small if you have to, but start. Face your fears head on, even if your heart pounds and your hands shake. Each step you take, no matter how tiny, chips away at self-doubt's grip. Mistakes aren't failures. They're proof you're trying, growing, evolving. Taking inspired action makes your belief real. It transforms "I will" into "I did." And every time you do, your confidence grows, your courage deepens, and that doubt loses its power. So, as we move forward, remember this. Self-doubt may try to hold you back, but it doesn't have to define your story. You have the power to recognize it, challenge it, and rise above it. When you believe in your inner strength and back it up with action, you open the door to a life where doubt no longer calls the shots. You start today, not tomorrow, not when you're ready, but right now, by choosing courage over fear, belief over hesitation, and momentum over stagnation. Let's keep this momentum going, because the journey to overcome self-doubt has just begun. Now that we've laid the foundation by embracing belief and taking inspired action, let's talk about how to build confidence every single day and how to keep that momentum alive, even when the road gets tough. Confidence isn't some magical quality that only a few lucky people possess. It's a habit, a muscle that grows stronger with consistent care and attention. So how do we nurture it? It starts with setting achievable goals. Not the big, intimidating ones that paralyze us before we even try, but the small wins that remind us we're making progress. Every time you check off a goal, no matter how tiny, you're telling your brain, "I'm capable. I'm moving forward." Celebrate those victories. Give yourself credit. Because confidence thrives on positive reinforcement, and self-compassion is the fuel that keeps it burning. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is another game changer. When you're around those who believe in you, encourage you, and push you to grow, your self-doubt doesn't stand a chance. It's like sunlight breaking through a dense fog. These influences don't just lift your spirits. They hold you accountable, remind you of your worth when you forget, and cheer you on when you need it most. So, choose your circle wisely. Seek out mentors, friends, or communities that inspire you to be your best self. Remember, confidence grows in a supportive environment. But confidence isn't just about feeling good. It's about being prepared. Denzel Washington's dedication to his craft teaches us this truth. Preparation and discipline are powerful weapons against uncertainty. When you know you've put in the work, when you've honed your skills and prepared for what's ahead, fear loses its grip. Uncertainty feeds self-doubt, but mastery builds belief. So, show up for yourself every day. Practice your craft, sharpen your skills, and get ready to perform at your best. Discipline isn't always glamorous, but it's the steady heartbeat behind every success story. Fear is a natural part of the journey. It's not something to be eliminated, but something to be managed. Ambition and fear often walk hand in hand, and that's okay. The key is not letting fear decide your actions. Mindfulness and breathing techniques can help you stay grounded when anxiety creeps in. Focus on what you can control rather than what you can't. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of it. Every time you act despite your fears, you build resilience and prove to yourself that you're stronger than any voice of doubt. Now, here's where purpose comes in. Your why. Having a clear purpose is like having a compass during a storm. It gives you direction and motivation when doubt tries to pull you off course. When your actions align with your values and long-term goals, you create momentum that's hard to stop. Purpose fuels persistence. It turns obstacles into opportunities. It reminds you that your journey is about more than just success. It's about fulfillment, meaning, and making an impact. So, take time to connect with your why. Write it down, revisit it often, and let it guide every step you take. As we keep building this momentum, remember that confidence isn't a destination. It's a daily commitment. It's choosing to show up, to prepare, to face fear, and to stay connected to your purpose, even when the doubts whisper louder than ever. You have the power to cultivate this confidence, to make it a natural part of who you are. Start today by setting that small goal, reaching out to a supportive friend, practicing your craft, or simply breathing through the fear. When you overcome doubt in your speech, in your mind, in your mood, and in your finances, which we'll explore more deeply soon, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. So let's keep this fire alive. Let's keep nurturing that confidence with discipline, courage, and purpose. Because the journey to overcome self-doubt is ongoing, but every step forward makes you unstoppable. If you love the story, like the video and subscribe.